A new conspiracy theory is spreading across the internet. It's called the October 7th Truther Movement. The idea that Israel, not Hamas, carried out the brutal terrorist attack last October. Dale Hurd explains.
This is day 16 of your daily reminder that Israel, not Hamas, is responsible for the massacre of Israeli civilians on October 7, 2023.
Called October 7th Truthers, this group believes Israel was behind the attack that killed 1,200 Israelis that fateful day. It entered the mainstream when an Oakland City employee blamed Israel for the attack during a city council meeting.
There's not been beheadings of babies and rapings. Israel murdered their own people on October 7th.
This Israeli military helicopter footage has been used to claim that the IDF intentionally fired on its own citizens. And in the conspiracy forum on Reddit with 2 million members, a person writes, "There is a 100% chance that Israel is behind all of this. It's not like they don't have a long track record of false flag terrorism." Another writes, "The world is a stage run by the sons of Zion." The October 7th massacre of Israelis by Hamas is one of the most well-documented crimes in history, live-streamed for the world to see. And yet October 7th denial is spreading.
This is the ultimate fake news.
Rabbi Abraham Cooper of the Simon Wiesenthal Center says anti-Semitism since October 7th has skyrocketed.
And those who have not experienced it personally, all you have to do is go up on social media. It's pervasive. It's increasing. Social media is tailor-made for conspiracy theories. You can manipulate photos, videos, information to bend it to whatever your reality is, including creating to flat earth, whatever it might be.
Cooper said the Jewish community was already in crisis mode before October 7th. Now the Anti-Defamation League says Jews face a threat level unprecedented in modern history. In December, almost 200 Jewish organizations across the U.S. were targeted with swatting incidents, false reports to the police of shootings or bomb threats. This Alabama synagogue had to be evacuated during a Shabbat service because of a bomb threat.
People are on edge. They're nervous, and we're going to continue to reassure them that it's safe to come to services.
Even the anti-Semitism on college campuses is being called a false flag created by Jews. The website Gray Zone says it's a contrived campus anti-Semitism crisis. Cooper says no amount of evidence will change the minds of those who want to believe a conspiracy theory.
The Nazis worked so hard to cover up their crimes and to erase evidence of the crimes. Hamas, they were live streaming it. We have people, they don't want to be confused by the facts. They don't want their worldview to be interrupted, even if it involves crimes against humanity and possible genocide.
Dale Hurd joins us with additional insights. Dale, also disturbing was the refusal of the Oakland City Council to condemn Hamas for the terrorist attack. So why didn't they? Why aren't other government officials, some members of Congress, doing the same?
It might sound like a stretch, but I really think it goes back to they've adopted the Marxist idea, and Marxism has permeated the left around the world, the idea that the underdog, the weaker group, the minority somehow is the right side of history. And that was Marx's idea, was the persecuted worker was going to, be this vanguard into the future. And they believe the lies about Israel's treatment of the Palestinians, and they see this mistreated minority, and they decide there must be some virtue in that, and evil in Israel, which, by the way, is the only democratic government in the Middle East.
Well, so this is really anti-God Marxism that they're battling. You've reported on anti-Semitism around the world for many years, and the threat level is now at an unprecedented level in modern history. So why is that? Because this trend didn't begin with Israel's war with Hamas in Gaza. Is social media to blame?
Yes, but a chunk of it is ignorance of history. I'm seeing online people acting like Israel is just another country like Slovakia or El Salvador. It's a haven for a people that a country tried to wipe from the face of the earth, while the rest of the world, including the United States, turned our backs. Let's not forget there were currents of anti-Semitism in this country before the Holocaust with Father Coughlin's radio program. And anti-Semitism was much more visible, although not necessarily violent in this country. And then we saw where it would lead with the Holocaust, and that was pushed back. But then here we are again, because ultimately, I personally believe anti-Semitism is a temptation.
Well, what role then are the Muslim Brotherhood and their supporters playing in all of this? Some people have complained about the influence of pro-Israel groups in Washington, but it seems the pro-Hamas Palestinian lobby and propaganda machine is quite influential there.
It is, and you can see how they throw scraps into the machine. You know, they're feeding this machine with conspiracy theories, social media posts, and the left buys it because the left wants to buy it. The left wants to believe that the Palestinians, Hamas, which is a terrible terrorist group that persecutes its own people, is somehow virtuous, and that Israel, a democracy, is a source of evil.
Well, quickly then, Dale, Jesus said the truth will set us free. So how much is this anti-Israel, anti-Semitic trend reversed when people are blind to the evidence and the truth?
It is a sign, I think, of the spiritual condition of our age, that so many, including conservatives, are starting to adopt this view that Israel is a sinister force. And if you're a conservative and a Christian, stop it.
Okay, Dale Hurd, thank you for sharing your thoughts and that insightful report. We appreciate it.